Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Darrell, and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile. In today's video, we will be breaking down the historic greats players. We will do a stat analysis like we've done over the last week. What's cool about this video today, we will be discussing all rarities, right? My last 4 videos have been amethyst players only, and the only position that we have not done so far is power forward, so I have not forgotten about you guys. That video is dropping. It's actually already done. It's on my computer. But I feel like I wanted to drop this historic greats video first because you got the theme being introduced. You got the new packs coming out Wednesday or Thursday. You got crowd pleaser in the store already. And you got the new event started on Thursday. So you're going to get style points for these cards. So it's very important that we discuss who you should craft, who you should have on your team, the top players for each position, and overall the top players for this theme. So enough with all that, let's get into this video. It's jam-packed with information, but definitely stick in for the whole ride because it'll be worth it, all right? So let's get into it. All right, so we compile all the names from the historic greats theme. We took all the stats from shoot-off dribble all the way to defending, and we're able to create a stat average for each position, right? The scaling is from 0 to 7. Most positions are either 4 or 5. The idea is to add a gear or a mentor in order to boost those player stats. Now, there are a couple players that have a rating that is 6 or higher, and I will be discussing those and highlighting them when I talk about them. All right, so this team has 4 amethyst players, 3 ruby, 3 sapphire, 4 emerald, and 3 gold. It has a total of 5 centers, 5 power forwards, 1 small forward, 2 shooting guards, and 4 point guards in total. So you got a good mix of players inside of this team, for the exception of the small forward position. So we're going to start with the point guard position. All right, so the lowest ranked point guard in this team is Ruby Historic Greats John Stockton. His overall rating is a 3.6. His best stats is for shoot-off dribble, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, agility, and playmaking, all coming in at a 5. And what hurts John Stockton is that he has a 1 in post scoring and a 1 in strength. Next, you have gold Historic Greats Kevin Johnson. His strongest stats is a 5 in playmaking, a 5 in agility, a 5 in 3-point shot, a 5 in mid-range shooting, and a 5 in shoot-off dribble, with his lowest category being a 2, and that's in post scoring and rebounding. Now you also have at a 4 as well is Emerald Historic Greats Tim Hardaway, with his strongest stats being playmaking, agility, 3-point shot, mid-range shooting, shoot-off dribble, coming in at a 5. And the lowest will be a 2 in post scoring and rebounding. And the highest point guard is Historic Greats Allen Iverson. He comes in at a 4.2 with a 5 in defending, 5 in playmaking, 5 in agility, 5 in 3-point shot, 5 in mid-range shooting, and a 5 in shoot-off dribble, with the lowest categories being 2 in post scoring and a 2 in rebounding. So those are your point guards for Historic Greats theme. So now let's go into the shooting guard position. For the shooting guard position, there's only 2 players. And we're going to start with the lowest rank, and that is Emerald Historic Greats Joe Dumars. His strongest categories is 5 in defending, 5 in playmaking, 5 in 3-point shot, 5 in mid-range shooting, and a 5 in shoot-off dribble, with his area of opportunity being a 1 in rebounding. Next is Sapphire Penny Hardaway, coming in at a 4.4. That's right, Penny Hardaway is actually one of the best shooting guards in the game with a 4.4. His strongest areas is playmaking, agility, 3-point shot, mid-range shooting, layups and dunks, and shoot-off dribble, all coming in at a 5. Lowest stat is for rebounding, and that is a 2. And just a side note, I plan to get this Penny Hardaway. He is a craftable card. And I want to do a breakdown individually on Penny Hardaway himself and hopefully get some gameplay in there as well, because it's exciting to have Penny Hardaway in the game. Now, one thing I didn't mention for the point guards is which ones were craftable. I'll explain that later in the video, I promise. All right, so now you have small forwards. And there's only one small forward. And it is the Amethyst Historic Greats Clyde Drexler, who comes in at a 4.7 overall. Very, very solid. Like one of the best small forwards in the game, almost as good as LeBron James as far as the overall stat average, right? And the only reason why I'm mentioning this is because he is an amethyst, so he's not included in that video that I made. Now, his strongest categories is a 5 in defending, 5 in playmaking, 5 in agility, 5 in three-point shot, mid-range shooting, layups and dunks, and shoot-off dribble, with the lowest stat being a 4, and that is in post scoring, strength, and rebounding. So as you can see, Clyde Drexler is amazing. So if you can get Clyde, you'll be in great shape. For the power forward theme, the lowest ranked card is Gold John Sally, coming in at 2.9. His highest category is a 4, and that's for layups and dunks, agility, strength, rebounding, and defending, with the lowest stats being for three-point shot at a 1. Then you have Ruby Tim Duncan coming in at 3.6. His strongest stats is defending, rebounding, strength, post scoring, all coming in at a 5. But the area of opportunity is a 1 in three-point shot and a 2 in playmaking. Then you have Sapphire Dennis Rodman, and this is my first time seeing someone with a stat category of a 6, and he has 2 of those, and that is rebounding and strength. That's pretty impressive, and it makes sense because Dennis Rodman is one of the greatest rebounders ever. He also has a 5 in defending, but other than that, most of his stats are pretty low. He has a 2 in shoot-off dribble, a 2 in three-point shot, and then a couple of threes added in there as well. Then you have Emerald Kevin McHale also coming in at a 3.8, just like Dennis Rodman, with a 5 in defending, 5 in rebounding, a 5 in post scoring, and the area of opportunity is a 2 in three-point shot. Then last but not least, the best power forward for this theme is Ruby Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, coming in at a 4 overall. Strongest categories is a 6 in strength, 5 in rebounding, 5 in agility, and 5 in post scoring, and of course a 5 in dunks. That could have actually been a 6, honestly. But the area of opportunities is three-point shot being a 2, and playmaking coming in at a 2 as well. Now, last but not least are the centers. So your lowest ranked center is Sapphire Dikembe Mutombo, coming at an overall stat average of 3. Area of opportunities is shoot-off dribble, mid-range shooting, three-point shot, all coming in at a 1. His highest stats is for strength and rebounding and defending, all coming in at a 5. So Dikembe is a pure defender, one of the greatest defenders ever. You know, he just swats shots away and just throws up that middle finger wave. You know what I'm saying? Next, you have Gold Vlade Divac coming in at a 3.5. Vlade's areas of opportunity are for playmaking and for shoot-off dribble, all coming in as a 2. His strengths is rebounding, coming in at a 5. Then you have Emerald Alonzo Mourning coming in at a 3.7. Strongest areas is defending, rebounding, strength, and post scoring, all coming in at a 5, with the area of opportunity being three-point shot and playmaking. Next, you have Amethyst Patrick Ewing for 5 in defending, rebounding, strength, post scoring, and mid-range shooting, with the lowest stats being three-point shot and agility. And then last but not least, you got Amethyst David Robinson with a 5 in defending, 5 in rebounding, 5 in strength, 5 in post scoring, with the lowest stat being three-point shot, and that is a 2. So those are your best players for each position in this theme. So now let's go over the best players you can craft, who you shouldn't craft, and then last but not least, the top 5 overall. All right, so as far as the craftable players, I'm going to rank them from lowest to top. There's 6 craftable players. The lowest is Gold John Sally. Unless you're a huge fan of the Pistons or a huge fan of John Sally, don't craft this card. It's not even one of the required cards for the set theme, so I wouldn't even do it. And for those of you that are wondering what the set theme is, if you obtain 5 historic great cards, and that's being Vlade Divac, Tim Hardaway, Kevin McHale, Dennis Rodman, and Anthony Penny Hardaway, you'll be able to get the John Stockton Historic Greats Ruby card for free. So just a little side note if you guys want to grind for that. But back to the craftable. The next after John Sally is Gold Vlade Divac. Then you have Emerald Kevin McHale, Gold Kevin Johnson, Amethyst Patrick Ewing, and last but not least, Penny Hardaway. So Sapphire Penny Hardaway is not only one of the best shooting guards in the game, but is also the best craftable card. So you got some pretty good options here that you can put on your team. You can use them for head-to-head. You can use them for seasons, right, if you're building a Sapphire lineup. So overall, it's a pretty solid addition to your team. And now, last but not least, your top 5 historic greats per position. At point guard, you got Allen Iverson. At shooting guard, you got Penny Hardaway. At small forward, you got Clyde Drexler. At power forward, you got Shawn Kemp. And at center, you got David Robinson. And the top 5 overall, I'm going to tell you right now. So the top 5, amethyst Clyde Drexler, sapphire Penny Hardaway, amethyst Allen Iverson, amethyst David Robinson, and amethyst Patrick Ewing, right? But you expected the amethyst to be up there. But what's surprising is that sapphire Penny Hardaway. Makes you wonder if he should have been an amethyst as well. All right, so that's the video. It is a long one, but it's full of a lot of information. So I hope that it helps you with your decision process with the new thing coming up. Gives you a strategy for you to who to craft. If you want to open some packs, you could be excited for what cards to pull. I probably will be doing a pack opening. I still got to figure it out. Because, these packs are a little expensive, so I got to figure out a way to go about it. But if we do so, it'll be this weekend. And hopefully we'll try to get some collectibles to make Penny Hardaway. Or if not, we'll try to get some of these amethyst cards as well. Or that Shawn Kemp, because that Shawn Kemp is pretty beast too. All right, so I appreciate all the support you've been showing on the channel. It means a lot. We will be streaming tomorrow so we can catch up, talk some hoops, and definitely have some fun. All right, so thank you again. Peace out.